As someone who belongs to a faith community that has long considered itself holy and set apart, I cannot ignore an uncomfortable truth. When social media platforms first emerged, many of us looked on with suspicion, even warning one another that these new tools were dangerous, worldly, and in some cases even of the devil. But over time, we embraced them. Churches, ministries, and religious leaders found ways to use Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram for outreach, for influence, and for revenue. We discovered their power, and we leaned into it. Now, looking back, I realized that in doing so, we didn't stand outside the problem of digital radicalization. We became part of it. By diving into the same platforms that reward outrage, division, and attention-seeking, our faith communities help legitimize the very ecosystems that are pulling vulnerable people into extremist echo chambers. What we thought was a holy mission, in some cases, ended up feeding the same machine that fosters radicalization and violence. That realization is painful. We believed ourselves to be a set-apart people, a light in the darkness. But when it came to social media, we followed the crowd. We allowed ourselves to be swept up in the same pursuit of visibility and growth that has trapped the rest of the culture. And by doing so, we contributed, however unintentionally, to the broader crisis we now face. The question before us is sobering. Will we continue to play into this cycle, comforting ourselves that our intentions are pure? Or will we repent of the ways we've compromised, step back, and chart a different path? I believe faith communities have a unique chance to model responsibility, accountability, and renewal. But it begins with honesty. The honesty to admit that even the holy, set-apart people are not innocent in this story. The truth is that radicalization online is not just a problem out there. It is happening across the spectrum, pulling in individuals from vastly different ideological backgrounds. On the far right side, figures like Desmond Holley were influenced by white supremacist and neo-Nazi ideologies circulating on extremist platforms. On the other extreme, someone like Tyler Robinson acted out of a radical opposition to MAGA-aligned right-wing politics, also fueled by online echo chambers. The details of their lives may be different, but the common thread is the internet's role in amplifying and reinforcing extreme beliefs. This problem persists because of the way social media algorithms are designed. They maximize engagement by showing users more of what they've already interacted with. If someone lingers on extremist content, whether far right or far left, the algorithm keeps feeding them similar material. This creates a feedback loop that traps vulnerable people inside echo chambers, making it difficult for them to encounter balanced perspectives or step outside of the spiral of radicalization. Solving this problem requires a multifaceted approach. Platforms must move beyond engagement as the only metric and build systems that reduce rather than amplify polarization. Educators and communities need to teach digital literacy so individuals can recognize when they're being manipulated by algorithms. Faith communities, in particular, must reclaim their moral voice, not by imitating the culture of outrage online, but by modeling accountability and renewal. The issue of digital radicalization is not confined to one side of the political spectrum. It is happening at both extremes, and it is perpetuated by the very platforms we all use every day. What makes this moment so urgent is the recognition that even those who believe themselves to be set apart, including people of faith, have become part of the problem. The opportunity now is to face that truth with honesty, humility, and courage, and to lead by example in finding a way forward.